Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Can y'all hear me? Blessings, blessings. Buenas tardes. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay. Divine Legacy is going to be late, so y'all get to enjoy me. Okay. So how are y'all doing this evening? Y'all doing good? Greetings, Kashif. How are you? Hello, Kimbo Willie Walker. I'm blessed and highly favored. I cannot complain. So until I guests come, y'all have me. Is there any type of questions? Please, not the questions that I have to tap in. I mean, any questions that y'all struggling with, that y'all need help with, y'all need advice with. I'm here to my guests come. I don't teach unless it's on Friday. Fridays I will be teaching live, but right now it's just me until she comes. She's late. So is there anything interesting you want to know about me or you want to talk about? Not tapping into the interview, but I'm here. If you struggling with any type of spiritual healing or have any spiritual questions and you need my advice on it, or you what do you think I how do you think I feel about it? You know what I'm saying? Come talk to me. Questions and answers. Y'all can hit me up with any questions and answers y'all want to talk about. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It can be anything. What's on your mind? What's on your heart? Let's spill the tea. What y'all want to talk about until the guest comes. Y'all gonna be quiet this evening. The spiritual retreat was a success. It was very powerful. What do you feel about the Masons? To me, the Masons are sort of like, okay, I know the women are called Eastern Star. To me, it's a cult. That's my uh, idea on it. I don't believe in it because it's sort of like it controls you. And anything that controls you is like a religion. So I don't want to be in nothing that's a cult that wants to control you. I was built to be free like a bird. I am built to soar. Okay, that's one thing good about spirituality. I find what I want in everybody's religion and I combine it into mine. That's what makes my spiritual journey different. I don't like to be controlled at all. Any type of group, any type of AKA, they say it's not a religion, but it's like a social club or something like that. And they control you, tell you what you can't do and what you can do, and you got to do this. That is controlling you. And I am not a, I can only speak for me. I don't agree with it. Everybody have missing parts of the Bible. A lot of people have missing parts of the Bible. The Catholics have it. The the Roman Catholics have it. There's missing pieces. The Bible has been rewritten so many times. Shoot, I can write my own version and name it a version, and people can buy it. It's been rewritten all the time. Some of the people back in the biblical days were illiterate. They could not read or write. So when they had visions, they had someone else write it down. And because they was a different type of Latin, a different type of language, like Romeo and Juliet type of language, it was hard to break it down. So they had to use their own interpretation of what they put in the Bible. So the Bible is like made up with stuff that wasn't even told. Hello, Faith Angel. You mean a burn a candle like with a saint on it? It's like when you have a candle and it has like Mary on it, Yeshua, Saint Peter, and I think it's called a Nova candle. You are praying to that saint. So if you're going to use a candle just to pray, I would take that off if you possibly can. But a plain white candle would do the best, the same thing. Yeah, the government is made with up with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Secrets are coming out, just like that submarine. Everybody's curious about the depths of the ocean because the ocean is very mysterious. Because the abyss, can't nobody go down to the abyss because of the pressure. So people nosy, they want to see. So all the mystical sea creatures, because I do believe in mermaids. Honestly, I do. They do exist. Okay, they are getting tired of the what so-called man messing with stuff that they don't need to mess with. When you get greedy and stuff like that, things happen. You know, and the mermaids, they didn't appreciate them messing with something that it was none of their business. Okay, Mia. Anytime I get a message, I always sit with my team. First of all, you are your team. So always consult with them. Those are your backup plans. All right. So anytime I'm sitting in meditation or all of a sudden laying in sleep and I get a vision, I get a message. I said, wow, is this for me? And they said, no, I want you to share this. So I always ask them, is this for me only or should I share it? And then they would tell me, no, to share it. So me, my advice for you is to sit with them and ask them what's for you and what's not for you. That makes sense. The book of Enoch, the book of Enoch is a good book to start studying. That's one of the missing books in the Bible. The book of Moses is another good, interesting book to read. Um, I don't know if I can pronounce it. It's Meccabe, Meceba, something like that. That's a missing book of the Bible that is very good to study. All right. Such you brought up candles. Candles are your intentions. When you go back into the beginning of time, okay, before they made candles, they used fire, wood, fire pit, charcoal, things like that. And they set their intentions also to talk to spirit. Okay, in our ancestral days, like the slave days in the 1800s, 1700s, 1300s, they didn't have candles. They used the beeswax or they used soy and they twisted it like a rope and they used that. They didn't have colored candles. So, baby, your attention is in that candle. You speak it into that candle. White is universal. White is any color. You can use it for protection, healing, money, love. It doesn't matter. What it is when you speak the intentions. Before you light it, you cleanse it. You always cleanse your area because when you're dirty with negativity and attachments, you attract trickster spirits. So anytime you light a candle, make sure you cleanse your area. Take a shower or just cleanse your area with some frankincense burning on the charcoal disc or myrrh or Palo Santo. I don't recommend sage, okay? Because sage opens portals. It gets rid of the good energy and the bad energy, okay? So if you don't know how to properly close portals, then I wouldn't recommend sage. So anytime you want to go and burn a candle, make sure you clear your attention, clear your mind. So you won't attack negative, low vibrational spirits. Then you speak, you cleanse it, then you speak into that candle wick. You clear your mind and you see everything going into that candle. Spirituality is about mentalism. It's about visualization. It's about imagination. Our subconscious mind, when we are a child, we make believe that we cooking. When we were little, when we used to pretend to cook, we were casting spells. Nursery rhymes is casting spells. Everything we did as a child was due to spirituality. Our imaginary friend was actually a spirit or spirit guide. So in your subconscious mind, when you just let your mind flow freely, you see everything coming to the light. So when you clear your mind, you put it all in that candle. And when you light it, you invoke the fire spirits, the spirits in all elements. You invoke the fire spirits and you invoke your spirit guide or animal spirit guide or any spirit that's in your court to come and help you. If you just want to use your beloved healing ancestors that resonate with your higher good, you call upon them too. All right? Florida water. Florida water, it's best if you make your own Florida water. Florida water is good, it has good intentions. Okay, but also when you put the Florida water on you, you got to tell it what you want it to do. Everything that you do, you have to give it a job. Everything has a job because everything is energy. So if you're going to use your Florida water, you got to say, well, Florida water, this is to cleanse negativity off my altar. This is to purge me. This is to cleanse me. This is to get stagnant energy off of me. You have to tell it exactly what to do. Is that making sense to y'all? Any other questions you want me to answer? You need me to clear up for you? No. No more questions for me? Yeah, some things are meant for you, Mia. Some things, like I tell people, when people say they can't remember their dreams, when you remember your dream, it's a message. Sometimes the message is for you. Sometimes the message is for someone you don't know. And sometimes the message is for someone you do know. All right? When you don't remember your dream, it's because you're doing spiritual work in the astral realm. You're somewhere doing work. You somewhere helping someone. So when you wake up tired, your soul is always wandering. So every morning you need to call yourself back. Okay. So don't get frustrated because you're not remembering your dreams. Okay. Everyone dreams. But when you recall it and remember it, it's a message for you or for someone else. I also want to break down that I don't know how to put this. Some people know this and some people don't, but there are more than one God. Okay, how can I put this? In the Bible, we hear in the Bible it says God of gods, Lords of lords, kings of kings. All right. The most high, the divine one, the main source is the main God, capital God. Under that, he made other gods and goddesses with a lowercase g. All right. So there are other gods and goddesses. Okay. But he is the God of all gods and goddesses. All right. He made you in your image. So you're like a demigod and a demigoddess because you're made in his image. So when you call yourself a god and a goddess, it should never be capital. It should always be lowercase because you are made in his image. You are under him. So think of a triangle. God, gods, goddesses, angels, and other spirits is underneath that. That makes sense to y'all. Y'all gonna have to talk to me here. Y'all can't just be sitting and listening. Y'all gotta ask me questions. I cannot help you and explain things. I don't know where your head is. So it's best if y'all ask questions. This is a solo until another person get up here. So if there's anything that y'all want me to help you with to clear up, y'all need to speak now. Because a lot of y'all wait till after the podcast and then y'all hit me up with a whole bunch of questions. So now it's the time to take advantage of that. But back to the spiritual retreat, it was very powerful. It was a lot of healing. I wished a lot of y'all could have been there to experience it, but it was very awesome. I knew at the retreat who did shadow work and who didn't. It's very important that you do shadow work. Okay? Shadow work is very important in your spiritual journey. Another thing I noticed about some people, you can't invite everything inside your vessel. Everything is not meant to be invited inside your vessel. So stop saying yes to different spirit entities that you don't know that you're saying yes to because they see that you are very vulnerable and very weak. And when you invite them into you, they can take over your body, and it's called a possession. This is how you get attachments. So you have to be careful, like I said, when you're doing portals. When you pray, you're opening up a portal. When you meditate, you're opening up a portal. Watching certain television shows is opening up a portal. Portal, things can jump in and jump out. So you have to be careful because your whole body is a portal. So you have to be careful what you see because what you see is entering into your portal. What you let go when you hear is entering into your portal. What you put in your mouth and what comes out of your mouth is a portal. Your whole skin is a portal because it absorbs things. Your skin is alive. So you have to be careful with the conversations that you say and what you speak. You have to be careful about what you're watching. Hey, baby girl.
Hey.
Careful what you put inside your vessel. You cannot just meditate and say, yes, come into my body. Yes, and do that. No, you cannot. Because everything is not good energy. There's trickster spirits. That's why I tell everybody, especially a mirror. That's why they made cartoons about it. Mirror, mirror on the wall. It's a portal. Your doorway to your house, the doorway to your bedroom is a portal. So you can't just say, yes, you're welcome. Yes, you come in. Because if you don't have the spirit of discernment, what is the spirit of discernment? The spirit of discernment is different from intuition. The spirit of discernment, you know good from evil. You don't doubt yourself. You automatically know it. So if you don't use your spirit of discernment, you're letting unwelcome entities into your vessel and they taking over your body and it's making you do things and say things you don't normally do. What's up, baby girl?
Not you.
I'm blessed, baby.
I'm sitting here sharing us out. How's everybody doing?
Hold on.
I didn't know you got two.
I don't know. So, what is your thoughts, baby girl? Your experience. You don't have to go in detail about the spiritual retreat.
The last one, the
The
one we
one we
did,
just came from.
I loved it. I loved it. It was much needed. You know, with anything when you starting out, you notice good stuff, bad stuff, things you could do a little different and everything. So I think that's where we are with that. But other than that, it was good. It was it was good. No sleep though. No sleep.
No sleep. A lot
No,
of energy.
yeah, no sleep. That's the only thing about it. No sleep. It's
Yes, Mia, my past life reading spirit special is still going on. Okay, I gotta ask you this question. You have friends that you can do stuff with, and then you have friends that you're like, nah, I don't trust that person. Which friend would you call to help you bury a body, and why?
I got a lot of them. Well, I got my friend circle is real small. So I can honestly sit there and say I would hear shit, but I have to depend on them. I think I could depend on them. I could they go the whole time we burn that motherfucker. They gonna be cussing my ass out and shit. But and I do the same for them. So that's hard.
You gotta have a smart one that tells you how to dissolve the body and how to get rid of it. You gotta have one that come up with a scene, a distraction. So you gotta have a lot. I have to say, my daughter, that's a twin. That one right there. If I had to bury somebody, I would call her, and I'll be like, "Your mama did something. I need your help."
And my daughters too, but they gonna be fussing the whole damn time. But I ain't gonna lie. I will have two of them plotted. I got two of them that are plots. They some plotters. So I got two that are plot. No, I got three of them that are plot. I got three of them that are plot. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if any of them will really help me do the manual labor and dig in the grave. But everything else, I think I'll be good. Just saying. I'm just saying. I don't want nobody to sit there and think I got a body on me or anything.
Yeah, I don't need it.
We don't encourage that.
No, we don't encourage that.
Yeah, we don't encourage that. But if something happened and we had to depend on the group that we deal with, I could definitely depend on my group hands down.
I believe I could call on you and Akasha because the way y'all think. I'll be like, damn, I did something, guys. I need y'all. And I really feel like all three of us will come together and handle the situation.
We gonna handle the fuck out that goddamn situation. Best believe that. We gonna handle that goddamn situation. Shit, and I ain't gonna lie, as much as I looked at First 48 and ID China and shit like that, I might know some things.
That's what I'm saying. They give you ideas on movies. But you always need a partner in crime.
Hell yeah. I might know some things.
I'm getting interrogated by the police. And then they ask me questions and I say, yeah, that's what he said. And they be like, who's he? The same he you talking about? I would just piss them off.
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna be honest. I would not be a good interrogator. They've been on start interrogating me, and I've been got time to be like, fuck it. I definitely I can honestly, I don't like asking too many questions. Especially if you're trying to put me like I did something. Now, see, that's where the attitude and everything. But then, you know what? believe it or not, that's when a lot of people mess up though. Because they let their frustrations get in instead of listening carefully to the questions they are asked.
Yep. Because they asked you the same question, they just worded different.
Mm-hmm.
So they very good. That brings me to what I'm saying in spirituality. There are fake evil spiritualists, Babalos, Mambos, Ogun, Yay, that's really evil, will plant stuff in your mind to get money out of you, to manipulate you, to say all this stuff. So the reason why I asked that question, you have to be on your A game mentally. Okay, you can't let people plant seeds. You know what I'm saying? Because you let it grow and ponder. And then you start side-eyeing things like, well, how come this person didn't tell me this and that? You see my point?
Yeah. And then sometimes it's like, you know what, it's like in any situation, you have a group that you could talk to about anything. Some people come together quickly and some people don't. Some people it take time. Well, but we still have to be true and real to ourselves at the end of the day. We got to be true and real to ourselves, no matter what the outcome or what happened or whatever decision we make, we have to stick to it. We have to stick to it. Because we don't made it. Once you speak or say them words, it's in the universe now. There's no taking back. So even wishing ill on people and shit, like I can understand getting frustrated. I mean, but well, I can't say that because I have wished death. Like I wish that motherfucker just, So I have wished death. It wasn't good to, but I have because I was so angry at the time. But that's enough. We have to control our anger. It's the anger.
Do you think being angry make you say things that's not true?
Yes. Yes, because I was definitely one of them ones like, yo, if you trying to hit me below the belt, I'm going to hit you even lower. I might don't mean it, but goddamn, you ain't going to stick me. Shit, I'm gonna stick your ass. Oh, we going to stick each other. I have your ass sitting there laying down thinking about what the fuck I said. And shit. And some of it might be true. Well, you think about it. You think about that shit. An angry person really sit there and tell you how they feel. Because they angry and they don't give a fuck no more. So
but also being angry and saying lies about a person can make an innocent person get hurt.
That is true too. That's some true shit right there. Yes. That's why
it's not cool to lie and say this person did this. It ain't because you got a problem with
I'm gonna be honest, it ain't cool to bring somebody in your life anyway.
That shit ain't cool. Got a problem. That's like if I got a problem with you, I'm not gonna tell Minnie Mouse, Divine Legacy said this about you, Divine Legacy worked you, Divine Legacy did this, Spirit is saying Divine Legacy because I don't like you. Yeah. My problem is with you.
Not nobody else.
That pisses me off when people do that. No problem with me.
And it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that do that. It's a lot of people that do that.
So why they do it? Because they have insecurity about themselves.
And they just fucking miserable. They bored. They miserable. Exactly. Look at one of the Asian shows. They be long.
Oh. I'm telling you, I've been hooked on them.
Me too. And like can't get off them and stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I think sometimes the Asians be having just the most beautiful love story, and then
it be making me in my feelings.
Right? I'm like, oh. Anywho, like I'm addicted to them now.
Yeah, I am because of you. Thank you very much.
My mama's so addicted to him. She all on you. She looking at him off of YouTube. She talking about YouTube got more than Netflix got. You can find
You got your mama hooked on him?
My mama got me hooked on them. If you go to my mama house right now, I guarantee you it's an Asian movie on.
Hello, internet. Okay, if you was a fly on the wall, how do you think the conversation went in that little tiny submarine?
They went straight in panic mode. They went straight in panic mode, which that's the natural body response is straight panic mode. The fact that you know that you only got a little bit time left to figure it out, that's straight panic mode.
I think they saw something or
hell.
saw more than something, and the curiosity got to them. And they went down there and they couldn't get back.
I still say the mermaids got them.
That's what I was thinking before you came.
I ain't nobody gonna sit there and prove me otherwise. Because yes, I believe in mermaids, and yes, they are deep down in the water. And when you go digging deep down in shit, then you come up with some shit.
Exactly.
Some things don't need to be spoken. Some things on this earth is not for us to experiment or what's the word I'm looking for? I know experiment. I can't think of the other word I'm looking for. But it's not for us.
It should remain a mystery.
It should remain a mystery. You know, I mean, think about it. We got all types of sea creatures and stuff that man, let me tell you, people, at the end of the day, it's going to be the cause where people are, the cause of the fucking world going to shits. Because they want to dig in this, they want to do this, they want to do that. I understand the curiosity, but some things was unspoken for a reason.
I have to speak up for the black and brown people. When we like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I don't want to know. You know, it's like, I'm not going to. That's like me and you going somewhere and we stumble up against a bottle and it looks kind of funny. I'm going to say, you know what, Divine Legacy, that's none of my business. I'm not touching that. Any other person, maybe it's worth money. Let's see. No.
I'm so nosy. I'm nosy though. I'm a nosy motherfucker. Like I'm one of the ones I want to investigate. I ain't gonna investigate on Mars or nothing like that. I ain't investigating there. I ain't investigating up deep down in the water. I ain't investigating no volcanoes or nothing like that. But if I stumble across a baller, I got to figure it out.
So would you go in a haunted asylum, and investigate what type of spirits in there and talk to them?
Hell no, all spirits ain't good spirits.
You nosy though.
Hell yeah, but I'm also scared too. Fuck that. All spirits ain't good spirits. Shit, fuck that. No. Hell no. Because I'm one of the ones, no sooner I hear a bump, I'm out. Fuck it. Fuck that. Yo, let me tell you, I would turn into a pussycat real fast.
So the reason why I said that day when me, you, and Akasha was in the house by ourselves, them spirits was talking.
But they was calm. They was calm. It wasn't no trickery or nothing like that in the beginning. It won't nothing like that. And they probably was sitting there watching.
And the house was an old slave house. And exactly you said this house was 1920 something was built. Mm-hmm. And then when this other person looked it up, it was made in 1921. That's the reason why we kept seeing slaves and everything in their house.
Yeah. What y'all think, family?
They awfully quiet.
They are quiet today. Why are y'all so quiet today? How is the weather where y'all at? It's hot as hell here.
Girl, it's 90 here.
Yeah, that's how it is here. It's hot as hell here. I keep myself outside long enough to either take the dog, let the dog go outside, or just check the mailbox, and then I'm back up in my room with my movies, my shows,
Yo,
and
I gotta tell
content.
you what my dog did. I gave him fresh water. So he looked at me because I had ice in my water, and he put his paw on the thing, and I said, "What you want, ice?" He wanted me to put ice in his water. I was
It's,
like,
I thought dogs don't supposed to have real cold water.
"Shh, my dog
Or you
do.
supposed to put ice in that water. I don't know. Don't get me like I don't
I,
know.
my dog eat ice. He wants ice in his water. I'm
I,
telling you, my dog was a human or something.
I give it said, but we gotta look at it like that too. My forehead look big. I thought I was even hairline going
And
on. I'm
I'm mad
sorry.
at your dog. Your
My,
dog, my dog didn't speak for me to 3 days.
oh shit, probably like what the hell?
Hola,
Ooh.
mi amor, ¿cómo estás? Okay, what would you hope to be said in your eulogy?
Mm. Definitely, she loved her family and friends. She would do anything for her family and friends. Cause I would do anything for my family and friends. So I mean, and that's I can't call it because it's still a lot that ain't been written yet. So I can't call that because there's still a stuff that I haven't accomplished that go have to go up in there and stuff like that. So I what you call them? I hope she all right, Ramon.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, I hope she's okay. We could give you some good energy.
When you get home, light a white candle and call Archangel Raphael to help heal her. At my eulogy, I want them to say, my mother, my sister, my aunt, I love her dearly, but she was an asshole. I want them to tell the truth.
Uh,
And then
but she,
before I die, I'm going to tell my daughter to use my phone to call people and say, I'm listening, just to be an asshole.
and so, and I mean, you know, with the eulogy, people go come up if they want to, if they not shy, and go speak on your relation, go speak on their relationship with you. You know, so here's my thing: whether I was good or bad, speak on that shit.
If you're
That shit
married,
out.
would you want to go before your spouse, or would you like your spouse to go before you?
Shit, that's a hard one. That's just like you don't want your kids to go before you. You know, so that one, that's a hard one. What y'all think? Would y'all want y'all spouse to go before y'all? That's a hard one.
The fish ain't biting, baby.
Eh?
Nobody's talking. I
Mm.
think I would want to go before my spouse because I don't want to constantly remember that and be hurt.
But you know, it depends on if my spouse was dying from an illness, then I have prepared. I have time to prepare mentally for the unspoken. You know, for the unspoken words. But to go suddenly, no, I wouldn't want that.
Yes, Ramon, you can ask the question. Yeah. Well, when my mom was dying of ovarian cancer, I was never prepared. Even though we knew it, you never prepared.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's it's like you never prepare, but you can get as prepared as possible.
I would love for us to go together too. That would be the best thing. Like in the movie Notebook. I love that movie. Have you seen
Mhm.
it?
I have seen. I gotta get what you call with it. I might need to look at it again because I ain't seen it in so long. Cole Pring Fawcett, she want her eulogy to say, I want his is a woman who loved her son more than life itself. Here is a poet unwritten. Here rests a woman who loved.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, Uncle is coming around because he has unfinished business, and he chose you to finish that unfinished business, Ramon. Do you have a song? Because you like music. We both like music, Divine Legacy. Is there a certain song that describes your life?
Right now is that TikTok song. What's the name of that song that I love? I can't think of the man name. I'm sorry. Where is that? Hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. It's Keith somebody. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Dave Cushineer.
You must get ready to meet a Keith.
I know. I said it's Keith somebody. Where the fuck Keith come from? Anyway, is Dave Cushineer. Daylight. That song means so much. It's like I totally understand that song. Especially right now, what's going on in my life, I totally understand that song. But any other song, damn, it's so many. I ain't gonna lie. I think all the pieces of the music that I do like have a piece of me in it. That's why
That's
I
what
like.
I was thinking. I don't have just one.
Yeah.
Cold Pink said, "Ain't it fun?" I never heard that one.
Me neither. Palomore. I never heard that. And stuff. And I like I got into what's the girl name? The one that I like. What the fuck? I found her off TikTok too.
The one you sent me?
Yeah.
Anika?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her voice. She's a siren. She's a siren.
It's her voice, and it's the message she's trying to bring. I love it. The message that she's trying to bring and stuff.
Especially when she said, you don't have to be humble. A lot of people think being spiritual, you're supposed to be humble. You're supposed to just take anything someone says or do to you. No.
And Nico.
And Nico, thank you.
Yes, thank you. I love that music, and believe it or not, you know how you be scrolling on TikTok, and then you get parts of the song because they be making videos and shit like that. So you get parts of the song. If I get a song that speaks to me, I got to hear the whole song. I got to hear the whole song. I want to look at the video. I want to know the meaning behind the song. I be trying to do all that. It's where they coming from, and just the see is I'm picking up the right message.
When we talk about songs, if you notice, our people, black and brown people, when we do our little rituals, we play like turned up music, money that's rapped and stuff like that. But if you pay attention to every, I say weekend, pagan, Viking, any race that's not black or brown, like the Queen of the Damned with Aaliyah, the music that they play. I tell people when you're doing like a money candle ritual or a reversal candle, you need music that sets the intention. Black Sabbath.
You got an echo now.
Huh?
You got an echo now.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden it just came. It's an echo.
I don't know. But Black Sabbath, Planet Caravan, y'all need to check that out. It's the energies, and it sets the intention for you to work your ritual. When you do certain rituals, It's certain music that has to go with that.
Hey, HM, how you doing?
I never heard that song.
Yeah, she said the biggest words it says, ain't it funny? Ain't it fun living in a real world? Ain't it fun being all alone? Baby, now you one of us. Don't go crying to your mama because you on your own in the real world. I might go have to listen to that. She said those words, Cold Pink Frost said those words been stuck in her head for 2 days straight. Love, sometimes when you got a song stuck, it is so hard to get them out.
It's a message.
And so, because it is so hard getting it out.
It's a message.
Now, how you been, Mom? Because since ain't nobody really talking, I guess we go talk.
Man, I've been.
When did De Niro die?
It was his grandson.
Oh.
All I heard was Leonardo DiNiro died. So I don't know. That's why I said, "Oh my God, he died."
And stuff. Okay, because I guess I ain't been watching the news. I've been on my Asian shows, so I ain't been watching the news. What you looking at?
What do you mean?
On your shows, what you looking at?
About different gods in an Asian movie. It's very spiritual.
What's the name of it?
The love and hate relationship, something like that.
Oh, I think that love and hate between devil and fairy tale, some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that. So far, I'm not feeling it. I'm trying to wait. But it's been the Korean movies, not the Chinese or Japanese, though.
Yeah, I love them though. I just finished looking at my what the fuck, something garden, Marigold Garden. It's a love story. It's an up-to-date love story, but it was good. It was good. It ain't one that I normally look at because I like to look at when the kings and all them ones and stuff. So this was an up-to-date love story, and I got hooked on it. I loved it.
Oh, Free Jolito's hooked on him now.
Which one is you watching?
Which one are you watching? RHM? I had a lot of people say they like the Ashes to Love, though.
That was a good one, though. That was a good one.
I was mad at you for a minute. I said, dang, go Divine Legacy.
That one at Aquaman of Soul. That when I get bored and ain't got shit else to watch it, I look at that. I still go back to Aquaman. I go back to Aquaman of Soul, The Flower Crew.
That was funny.
It's my 100-Day Prince, and I think them the main ones that I go back to that I don't looked at I don't know how many times. I just put them on and therefore I be doing some of anything. But then I catch myself be on it like I ain't never seen it before.
Did you like the Ashes of Love, RHM?
Which one is you watching now? The Ashes of Love or the Demon and Fairy?
I think the one with the demon and the fairy. I think she's watching both because she put both on there. I think both.
Oh, she said I'm still watching it. Which one is you still? She said she's watching both. I say I can't do that. If I'm watching one, I gotta get into. I can't switch walk.
And time slips away. I be looking like, damn, what time is 5 o'clock in the morning? Because it's so addictive.
It is. It's addictive. And I think I'm addicted to it because I'm more of, I want to see the outcome.
But you know what? It teaches me how to move energy. Because I'll be paying attention to their hand movements.
I was doing that in bed too. One night I was just sitting there doing that in bed. I was looking at a show and I was just sitting there doing the movement they were doing in bed. I was just doing it. And oh my God, and I love their saying.
They use the Buddha saying.
Yes,
Reiki.
man,
Symbols
yo.
came from Japan. They from a Japanese spiritual advisor, whatever you want to call it. So they are very spiritual.
Yeah. And you know what? I know that them some skinny ass men. They ain't got they some of them ain't got no shape.
But the eunuch could be fat.
Yeah, it's though, but the shows that I've been watching, I'm like, where the body at? They so I feel like I guess because I'm a big girl, and I feel like if I hug them, I'm gonna break them because they look small as hell. Like man, I feel like I could just goddamn and bear hug you and your goddamn shit go break. They be
What?
small as hell.
What's the uncanny counter?
Is that an Asian movie? Cold Pink Falls.
They are pretty.
Ain't
I
it?
said, man, he'll make a pretty girl.
Yeah, man. And some of them do be as pretty as fucking females. Shit, the lead actress, shit, the guy be just as pretty as they is. But I ain't gonna lie, I be on them though. Because sometimes I be laying in bed and looking at them, and I'm like, God damn, their hair fucked up. They could have did better with the goddamn
The
lace front. Yeah, some of them shows they could have did a lot better with them goddamn lace front. Come on now.
Their foundation is different from their neck.
Yeah, oh my God. And the one I was just looking at, I'm sitting there looking, because he all pale white and all that, but his fucking hands was pink. And I'm like, why the fuck is his hands pink?
But
like
them motherfuckers always trying to poison somebody. I'm like, damn, and they got away with it too.
And they patient. They patient as hell. And they move in silence.
Bam, bam, bam.
You wouldn't know what the fuck coming at you until it comes. You wouldn't even expect it. I love it. I love it.
If you spit, they teach you spiritual shit.
Yeah, they really. I think that's probably why I'm so addicted to them now. Very, very spiritual. A lot of the shows, even The Sand. Athea said, "Did you notice how many Asian actors are committing suicide?"
Yeah, from their culture, that's an honor. That's an honor to kill yourself. That ain't my honor. But over there, that's not frowned upon.
I don't even think I have the balls to do some shit like that. And they just take out their sword and whoop, like it ain't. And another thing I can say, I'm gonna be honest. I have been deeply in love. I have been deeply heartbroken. I ain't killing myself though. I ain't killing myself. Like it's other like, and they so quick to kill. I know which one I just looked at. Handsome Siblings.
I ain't seen that one.
Man, I got so goddamn tired of this goddamn lady trying to kill herself for love. Like this bitch seemed like she tried to jump off the cliff. She's drinking poison and doing like, look, now shit. Damn it! Here's the thing. If your first attempt fail, it ain't meant for you.
Have you seen Mr. Queen?
I said I was gonna look at it.
I finished watching it. You gotta watch it. That girl, the queen, is hilarious.
I said I was gonna look at it.
They don't say I love you. They just say I like you.
Yeah,
they don't say I love you. They say I like you.
I like you very much.
If I was to travel in time and they say I like you, I'm like, motherfucker, I like you too. Yeah. In my mind, I'm not thinking about love.
Yeah, it's tough. But they say like a lot of them is very honorable. Their culture is honorable. I noticed a lot of stuff like this one that I was just looking at, and I was noticing how it was 4 friends and stuff. They were very popular in college. All of them was rich and everything, but I was just looking at how they treated each other. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a couple of times. The main character kept on hitting, quick to fight them. which I'm like, me and my friends, I ain't gonna lie, if we come to fist fighting, it's a done deal. The relationship is over. And I ain't gonna sit there and let you hit me neither. You know, but I noticed that they treat a lot of them, each other with respect and like it could be just the love stories that I've been looking at, but to me it seemed like it be so real and true, like and pure and innocent. You know, I'm a sucker for love
But
anyway.
back then, also, it shows you how the king and the queen could not make decisions on their own.
Man,
And that's
they
how our
didn't
president stuff is. The president don't make decisions.
yeah.
So it shows you that's why it's always been corrupt. Because the true president like Trump, Obama, and them, they can't make their own decisions.
And stuff. Yeah, and that's another thing because in the TV shows, the ones I'm looking like. First of all, I ain't gonna lie, Asian people got to have the best knees because they seem like they can squat and just sit and stay there. Like what the
The
fuck?
best posture, man.
Yeah,
Sitting on the
man.
floor.
I mean, them squatting and keep on have to bend down for the king and queen and look at here. I don't need to see them.
But their butt should be bigger though, all them squats though.
That is true. That is true. That is true. I ain't even think about that. That how you ever seen an Asian person with a big butt though?
No.
I ain't never seen an
Not
Asian
even
person.
big boobs either.
If they got big boobs, they got them done. But I ain't never seen an Asian person with a big butt. That might be a good damn thing, because that might be a sight. Because some of these big butts is a sight.
All you had to do is look at their thighs. I'm like, yeah, that ain't hers.
Hell, no, y'all, their thighs and the lower part of their legs.
But you notice everybody and their mama know martial arts.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? That might be something to take up though.
It's,
Because it puts you
discipline.
discipline, yeah.
And also meditation. You
Yeah.
have to have meditation.
Yeah. So definitely discipline. And I think that's a lot of us need is discipline. A lot of us.
But you know why they live to an old age? It's because of all the bitter herbs and vegetables that they eat.
They
You
do.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can learn a lot from these Asian shows. And it's no sex. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be getting a little bad. I'm like, God damn it, fuck already. Shit. Let me see some. And shit.
What do you mean I have before? Have you ever had someone you regret that got away and you wish they wouldn't have got away?
I can honestly sit there and say no at the moment. No. I haven't had no regret on no past relationship.
I have. When I was in high school, it was this guy at the time.
Who was eating? I'm sorry. Hold on, Mom. Who was eating some church's chicken and live in the hood?
I ain't seen no Asian movie.
Well, then you got what are you talking about? You got us all confused over here. You gonna have to let me.
Okay, I'm going back. The last comment she said was, "Did you notice how many Asian actors are committing suicide?" Then she said, "I have before." She was eating that church's chicken and lived in the hood. Oh, a booty and breast.
Oh, with the age. Oh. Yeah, I'm slow. I ain't catching none of that.
Test tube baby.
I ain't catching none of that.
But back to what I was saying, it was a guy that was pursuing me. And I chose my kid's father. And I regret because I said maybe if I chose this other guy, I wouldn't have been in a domestic violence atmosphere. But I'm saying I wouldn't have had my kids that I have today. But I always like maybe he was the one that would have showed me the love
No.
seeking.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, for me, I did have one. I had one guy that, goddamn, it seemed like, I ain't gonna lie, no matter when and where I see this guy, he used to give me his number and wanted me to call him ever since I was a teenager and stuff. I haven't seen him in years, but it never failed. Even when I was in my early 20s and everything, every time he seen me, he gave me his number.
Do you ever imagine how it would have been?
No, because at the time he was in the street life and I wasn't a big fan of that. Because I had seen the streets take so many families, and even on down to where I think what really, really did it for me was this girl that used to do hair. She used to braid. And all because I think the guy was looking for her boyfriend, and all because she asked them not to do that while her kids was home. She confronted him. They got the arguing. She went to the payphone and he killed her. And I mean, well, that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but this is what I heard. And I ain't gonna lie, ever since then, the streets don't love nobody. So I can honestly sit there and say I can't date nobody that's in the streets, because you're not bringing that home to me. You're not bringing that drama that got to watch your back and all that. Who got time? I ain't got time for that shit.
Him thinking you snitching or
Yeah.
doing something. Yeah, I couldn't live that life.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
There's some females that enjoy that type of life.
I'm not about that life. I'm
Because
more,
it's fast money. Fast money means fast life.
but the faster you get the money, the quicker you lose it too.
Exactly.
So I'm not definitely not a big fan of the street life. I mean, I understand, they do what they got to do. By all means, do it. I'm just ain't gonna be by your side doing it. I'm not the woman that's beside you cooking it up. I ain't that one. And shit and making drops and shit. That ain't me. Fuck that. Bitch, go get a job. Any job. Like I can't do that. I can't do that life.
Yeah, I don't think I could either.
Yeah.
If you can time travel, what era would you try and travel back to?
Wow. That's a good one. Time travel. What Earl? What I want to travel back to?
Mine would be, because I'm so fascinated with Pirates in the Caribbean, it would be back in that era for me.
I wouldn't mind a Viking.
Yeah, but you know what?
The
Viking.
I want to be a Viking. I would want to be the Viking.
But when you're a warrior, that's why they ate a lot of meat to build up their protein and muscle. But them women were badasses, boy. Especially Renard's wife. What was her name? Agatha?
Yeah, Agatha, man. Could nobody?
I love that fight. Ragnar, boy. He was fine as hell, too.
Girl, I think I looked at it just for him.
And he was smart. But his son, what's his name?
The cripple.
Yeah, but what was his name, though?
What the fuck was his name? Because he was evil.
I know.
But he was smart.
What was his name?
Hold on, let me think. Let me see.
He had the prettiest blue eyes, though. But he was evil as fuck.
And it's like, I could sit there and see him. Let me see.
Decay said the 70s. Why would you pick the 70s, Decay? Igor? Dang, Igor. It's something with an I. Ivan. Ivan
got
the Terrible. Our Ivan the
Ivan the Cripple. Ivan the Cripple.
But he was smart.
He was smart. He was smart. He was smart. And and his mama was crazy about him. But I also liked his first son that was by after Agatha or whatever her name is.
Agatha.
I liked it the first son.
She was a powerful fighter too.
He was ruthless too. The other two, they was one of them ain't even last because Ivan killed them and stuff. And then the other one turned crazy. So it won't number Ivan and then the other one, the dark hair one. And stuff. But yeah, that was that one. And it's another one that I look at. That guy, he cute too. What is it called?
The Seven Kingdoms.
Is it called the Seven Kingdoms?
And he's a Viking too, got dark hair.
Yeah.
He's the king of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, so if I lived back in those days, I was like, that's more like the pirate days too.
Yeah. Because I mean, I think Vikings was pirates. Because they used to go out and steal.
Did you know the Moors were black Vikings too? They did raids too. See, people don't talk about that.
Who?
There were some black Vikings. They were called the Moors.
Oh shit! I ain't know.
Yeah.
I did not know. The last.
No, it was Ivan the Great.
Ivan the Great? Because I thought it was also Ivan the Boneless.
Ivan the Boneless. I don't know, but for him that couldn't walk, he could fight though. And it's funny, Loki came up with a wheelchair for him. And
I was crazy about Loki. Loki was smart though.
Loki was a tree whisperer too.
Yeah, I was crazy about.
Went to that medicine shaman that lived in the cave and they did bones and stuff. I ain't looking none of them their hands though, but they always revert back to the ancestors. Always.
And that's what I loved about it. I'm trying to pull up that movie that I'm talking about. Is it the last? I think it must be The Last Kingdom. I think it's The Last Kingdom. That guy, he handsome as hell, and I love his call. Yeah, it's The Last Kingdom.
But I think I would go back in that era. Me
too. I would definitely go back in that area.
Because then they fought with honor. They died with honor.
And they stood up with what they believe. They didn't give a fuck. They went against the kings. Like, they didn't give a fuck.
They went against the priest. And my God is my God.
And that's the best part about it. Like, they come in and they call it. I hate to hear that word now. The pagan ways. Even on looking at the movies, I hate to hear it. And all of their religions and everything is the pagan way.
You want to know something funny? They talking about the pagan ways when it comes to the Christmas tree, right? But if you look, majority every Christian, every Christmas, they have a freaking Christmas tree. Isn't that the pagan way?
I know that's right, y'all.
Easter. They don't even know the spiritual meaning of Easter, not the resurrection, but I'm talking about the Easter eggs and stuff. But every Christian does the Easter egg hunt. But they want to talk about the pagan way.
Yeah, I just be so mad about the pagan when I hear that pagan way. And then the fact that when you look at a lot of these shows and stuff, you realize how much Catholics had that
fucked up the rotation.
Fucked up the rotation.
Heck
When I said fucked up the rotation, they fucked up the rotation.
They have committed more crimes than anybody.
Yes. And shit, yes, they have.
Guys, y'all awfully quiet. Why would you pick the 70s, Decay? What's so special about the 70s? The disco music, the prices of food,
The cocaine.
the cocaine and heroin.
Yeah, like I definitely I mean, even though the shit was a lot more cheaper and stuff, but I think my era is not the 70s. It's definitely the Vikings because a lot of my movies is based out that era.
And spirituality was more strong. It's
Yeah,
like you can go in the woods and pick some herbs and stuff. Now
yeah.
they into that new age shit.
I know, and then it wasn't none for you to go out and meditate. It wasn't none for you to do offerings. You wasn't looked upon doing stuff like that. You know, now even now we looked upon. You know, you got some people that think it's double worship, then you got some people that, you know, they think so much different shit of it instead of
They also feel like you're supposed to be baptized and filled with the Holy Spirit before you are giving spiritual gifts. God gives you spiritual gifts, whether you baptized and saved or not. You know, they always want to say you have to be this way in church to utilize your gifts.
yeah.
And that's baloney.
Cold Pink Frost said she says no Earl for her. She ain't got no Earl.
I don't know. I do. I
Yeah,
do.
I'm
just fascinated.
Me too. Me too. Even if I could just peep in even if I could, I just want to go a couple of days, 2 days at the most. I don't want to stay no week because they might get raided. Because them motherfuckers was ruthless. They ain't give a fuck about women, kids.
They all be sitting at the table. And I'll be like, what you say, Divine Legacy?
Shit. And them motherfuckers was ruthless. And it won't nothing for them to kill. And stuff won't nothing for them. So, I mean, shit, when you think about it, though, the Viking ways and stuff, shit. When you think about it, a lot of us, shit, a lot of our soul came from it.
Hell yeah, and their body art. Oh my God.
What? I don't know if I could these Cold Pink Frost, I just wouldn't feel safe in the Earl. I feel you that way too.
But I don't know about sleeping outside, you know, with a rock as a pillow.
But you gotta think, if you was brought up that way from birth, it's nothing.
But the snakes.
It's nothing. Because they probably sleep light because of that. You know, it's
some sneaky motherfuckers though.
Love
and Light said the 1800s. Learn more. There she go. Yeah. Because you know, during the Salem witch hunt, everybody met in the woods. They changed. Sisterhood was strong. Brotherhood was strong. I know you still have rivalry, but that was all one accord.
Yeah, definitely. The 1800s. You said the Salem witch time.
I would love to do a spiritual retreat in Salem, Massachusetts.
That's why I gonna say the only thing about the Salem witch is that, yo, them motherfuckers was. I hate the fact that they was. If you sat there and said, if I sat there and said, Black Cabana is a witch, and you not a witch, they still kill you.
Today it's the same thing.
Yeah, but you don't
magic to you. They send this stuff, so technically they doing the same thing. They up there burying motherfuckers. You know, they doing the same thing.
But the thing about it is that them is witches doing it to each other. These was regular people doing it to the witches. True. You know, so it's kind of like It's fucked up either way, but it's more because of the people were scared of it. They killed. Because that's the only reason, to me, in my eyes, is because they were scared of it. They didn't
They
understand
always
it.
fear the unknown.
Yeah.
That's why they fear black and brown people, because we are a mystery. They can't figure us out. RHM says she would go back to her ancestors. I would too. I've been warning them. I said, don't get on the ship. If you, I would go back as a time traveler, and I'm like, don't believe Christopher Columbus. Don't believe the Catholics. Run, motherfucker, run.
I wouldn't mind being a time traveler.
I will go back and warn myself on a lot of stuff.
But but when you think about, if you're a time traveler and you is able to go back and warn yourself about shit that's going on now, then you wouldn't be where you at now.
True.
So I guess that might be the only flaw. You can't go back and warn yourself. Well, you can't go, because when you think about, when you look at movies and time traveling, they don't supposed to mess it up.
That is true.
They don't supposed to
go back
interfere.
and tell my ancestors, I would help a lot of slaves escape. I would. But I would come fully packed with today's weapons. But I would help a lot of them escape.
RHM, I would definitely, I understand right there. Tell my grandma to go who get them properties. I know that's right. And stuff, because it's a lot of them that left.
I will make sure Abraham Lincoln gave us our 40 acres and a mule, damn it.
You imagine, here's the thing. That's a whole colony right there. 40 acres and a mule. That's a colony right there. That's a colony. That he was giving you enough to succeed. Because you can succeed on 40 acres and a mule. You can succeed on that. Because that mule could plow.
That's why they killed him. So it wouldn't go through.
Yeah.
Now give California back to Mexico and give Texas back to Mexico. Because Texas was Mexico.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. It's something. These politics, they ain't for nobody.
They greedy.
Yeah, they ain't.
Once you get a taste of it, you want more
and more,
and you want more.
As they say, they for clout. They for clout.
I don't think they were witches. Who was witches?
In the Salem?
I'm lost.
Love and Light, is you talking about the Salem? Back in Salem? Or is you talking about back in the 1800s?
I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm a little lost too. I ain't gonna lie, because we be going on another conversation, then y'all come back with something that we don't sit there talking about like 5 minutes ago. Like, once we get off that conversation, I don't know where we at then.
Thinking I'm a test tube baby. I'm like, they've been doing that.
He said, Love and Light said, I think they were spiritual people and that what scared them.
Exactly. Like the Atlantic slave trade. And you hear pictures about it by certain slaves. They didn't fight. They jumped overboard. It's because they were spiritual and they saw what was happening.
Yeah.
They tried to warn the other slaves, but the other slaves were programmed that they was going to live a better life. So yes, I understand that what you said.
Definitely. But when you think about spirituality, plays a part in all of it. In all of it.
Because if you look at it, beginning of the time, Yeshua was spiritual. He didn't speak upon religion.
Yeah.
So it goes back from there. The wrong people got a hold of it and said, oh, we can use this control people. Let's switch the words around. Take this out, put this in. Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeshua wasn't religious. He was spiritual.
Yeah. And that's what people gotta understand. When we talk about religion, I think a lot of people gotta understand that we all know it's all different types of religions and everything. But in my eyes, it's only one Yeshua, God. It's only one. It's only one. And it's the ones that what went. Hold on, let me get it. Let me get my facts straight before I speak it. It's the ones that because you try to figure out. You remember what I remember? I didn't read it. I remember the movie, and remember the movie. Is it Solomon? Solomon? No, it's the one where he destroyed. The one where they tried to build the highest temple to
The
him.
temple of Babylon.
Okay, when they tried to build the highest temple to him, and he said no, and that king or Pharaoh was still trying to do that and stuff, and then he scraped it down, and he had everybody speaking a different language.
Because in the beginning, the universe means one voice, one verse. Everything is one. Everyone spoke the same language. So because their curiosity was their downfall, he struck it. Everybody spoke different language and went to different parts of the world. But in the beginning, before you came on, I was explaining to them, God of all gods, Lord of lords, King of kings. He is the main God, but under him there's gods and goddesses, but it's with a lower G. He's the only one you're supposed to capitalize. So yeah,
I didn't know that, but I didn't know that, but that's a good. I can see that now.
Because it always say Lord of lords, Kings of kings, God of all gods.
Yeah,
but they're all different gods.
But see, it's so funny because, like, say, like, if you start in a sentence with goddess, it's like you gotta have that capitalized, that G.
You under God, so you're not as him. He's the only one you capitalize that G. Everybody else is lowercase because we're beneath him.
Okay.
And we are demigods and goddesses because we're made in his image.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that.
The Tower of Babylon, when I tell people that your soulmate is from different continents, different parts of the country, because the Tower of Babylon, there's 12 tribes of Israel, or some people say of Judah. It's part of that Tower of Babylon. So that's why we are scattered all over the world. That's why you like to meet somebody from a different country, a different continent, and that is soul family.
I don't know why that just popped up in my head that I'm gonna give me a little young Asian guy. That just popped up in my head. Don't give me one.
You might be a sugar mama. Sugar mama.
Yeah, that just popped up in my head all of a sudden. I'm like, But they be handsome. Anywho.
Yeah.
Hey, look, here's the thing. I like guys it don't matter the nationality. It don't matter to me. And look, as long as they treat me right, I don't give a fuck where you're from. But as long as you be good to me, I don't care.
You imagine y'all got things in common.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't care.
Recognize the soul.
Yeah.
I dated an Asian man before. He was my best friend. I was a virgin at the time, so I didn't go to that level. But he was my best friend.
It's that, and I never. The most I have contact with Asian people is if I go to the restaurant and order something. But I would love to just actually sit there and listen to their philosophy. I would love that shit. That's something I would definitely love to sit there and listen to their philosophy.
And
But
you
they
see
got
how every movie they honor their fallen ancestors. You see
no,
that?
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
America, as far as I know, America is the only one that I know that doesn't.
Hell
It's
yeah.
frowned upon.
They like we have our ancestry areas and everything. It ain't none for them. You walk in their house, in their store, anywhere, they got theirs out.
They got that incense burning. They
Burn it
got that food.
all day, every day. Yes. Yes. All day, every day. The incense burning and the damn food out. Even if it's just fruit, it's food out.
I have dated just about. I have dated culture people, different cultures. I'm not racist.
Yeah, I'm
Not.
either.
But I'm still going to speak upon my black and brown because I'm proud of my black and brown. But I'm not racist. I have dated white, Asian, Hindu, whatever you want, Hispanic, of course. I haven't had a Native American. I dated a Jamaican. I dated African. So therefore, I'm very diverse.
Yeah.
So I am not racist.
And stuff. I would definitely love to. I would date different cultures, but I love just to learn from their culture because you'll learn a lot from different cultures.
I can teach you a Chinese word for thank you, shishi.
Look, I said I was gonna start calling my grandson Jonah.
Jonah.
Yeah, Jonah, and because that means king. In the Asian movie, it means king.
Also biblical, it means Jonah was a prophet that ran away from his calling. So you gotta be careful also.
So okay. And stuff, and I know in the Asian movies they call the queen mama.
Yeah, mama.
Yeah. So I'm like, when you think about that, where did we get the word mama from? Where did we get mama or father from, or mother, or whatever? Where did that word come from? It's stuff because the Chinese, when they said, oh, I know back in that time, the shows I look at, when they said mama, that means queen. What do? We call our parents mama. Queen.
Because they are our king and queen.
Because they are our queen. I be sitting there like,
and they also our first love.
Also our first love. And stuff. So that's why I'm like, where did that word come from? Where did that stem from? And is it a different meaning in different languages?
Baba is father in Yoruba. Baba means father.
Okay. And see that, that's what I'm saying. We can learn a lot from each other. So much from each other. Because it could be the same word, but it's just a different meaning. And then who's to say, because to sit there and be called mama, now that I think about it, to be sitting there to be called mama, you got to think that's the highest you can go.
And that's respect too.
Respect. Yeah, hell yeah. That's the highest. To be called mama, meaning queen. And stuff. But
everyone I do learn, I have learned, I do. Everyone does not deserve that title to be called a king and queen.
That is true. You have
to earn that.
That is true. That is some true shit. But when you look at when you look up the word mama in the dictionary, it's totally different. And
English version.
That's the English version. And then another thing I noticed too, sitting there looking at them Asian movies, man, one of their little characters is a whole goddamn sentence.
Their names don't match.
And then it seemed like they put where we put our last name last, they put their last name first. And stuff. So their name might be Lee Soar, but really it's Soar Lee. you know, or
Su Young.
yeah.
I'm like, that's how you say it, Su Young.
But I also noticed that damn Copeland Fallstone threw me. He was specific
She
about-
broke out with the whole meaning.
Yeah, and were used especially by children and infants, representing the naive form of the that is.
Indo-European languages, Greek, Roman.
Uh,
Hola, Brittany. Yeah, we have 5 minutes, Kingdom Divine. I mean, oh God,
I heard
Behind
you.
Legacy. He must be talking about me.
I heard you.
What other? Anything else you wanna?
Um, no.
I still want to do it in Salem, Massachusetts. I would love to go through spiritual stuff with people.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest.
About our last retreat, so you cool on.
I'm gonna be honest. When it come down to going places for spiritual like that, I ain't going with any and everybody. I ain't going with any and everybody.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. I am not going with any and everybody. You got to be an elite to come travel with me now. I'm sorry. It's definitely.
Alma means praise. Matter means energy. So praise energy. But yeah, you're true. So the next event, there will be scanning people.
Yes.
Different energies, because every energy don't mix. But like I said, it was a lesson learned.
It was a lesson learned. It was good.
I would love to go on a retreat in Salem, Massachusetts.
And then if we do, I wouldn't want no house. I want everybody be in their own living room.
Be in a hotel.
Yeah, everybody be in there. I ain't doing no house. It have taught me a lot.
That's what I said, a lesson learned. It was very powerful, but there was lessons learned. Yeah. Like I was telling them, you knew who did shadow work and who didn't.
Ooh-wee. And it came out too.
Yes, Latin is very powerful. Latin is a lot of spell words, casting spells. So if you know in a lot of witchy movies or spiritual movies, they use Latin words.
But
old Latin, not the new Latin. Old Latin.
When you sit there and think about it, when you put it in that perspective, Mom, think about it. Who speak Latin?
I do.
I'm talking about, but what religion? Catholics.
True.
Catholics.
You had me think on that one.
Catholics speak Latin. And when you look at all of the movies,
terminology is Latin.
Yeah, and when you look at all of the movies, them spiritual movies, any of them, where the Catholic is sitting there, trying to take over, trying to stop us from doing our pagan ways. But you think about it, they speak Latin.
You know who else? Illuminati.
Latin. Yeah, you gotta, man. It's a conspiracy.
Old Latin.
Yeah,
not the new Latin. It's the old
Latin. But it's just definitely stuff that you gotta look at from every which walk of life.
Yeah. But it's been fun. Oh, this coming Sunday, we're gonna do the alcohol challenge. So
I got my fight ball on that
alcohol challenge. I'm gonna go find that coffee moonshine.
Hey, you talking about the kind I had?
Huh?
You talking about the kind I had, or just coffee moonshine?
The kind you had.
Mine was butter pecan.
Butter pecan. Okay, moonshine. I'm gonna go look for it.
Yeah, butter
Sunday
pecan.
will be the alcohol challenge, and like I said, we're gonna do some channeling. So whatever happens, we're not held accountable.
Mm.
I have to do make one thing. During the retreat, this is funny. We all had an edible. We was all having fun. The wrong spirit came in, and everybody high left out the door. They said, "Fuck this shit." Everybody high left real quick when that wrong spirit came into their house.
Let me, yo, when I sit there and tell you the high got out the way, the high got out the way. Because it's like we wanted an edible, relax, everybody get to know each other and stuff like that. That's another thing I learned too. Now everybody can handle.
Hell yeah, we was all laughing. Next thing I said, like, what the fuck you just say? I jumped up quick, my whole high. Everybody did a 360, said, hell no. I mean, that high left that quick when that bad spirit came. That's why I said it was a lesson learned.
And it won't no more sleeping from there.
And I knew that person did not do shadow work.
Yeah. That was an experience. Y'all would definitely have to be there. We can laugh about it now. That shit was funny.
Was like, oh, hell no.
I ain't gonna lie. I really do think everybody was in the house was ready to bury a body.
Yeah. We was like, where's the nearest church?
Man. No, we would have did some teamwork that whew. Anywho.
I'm telling you, everybody was laughing. And next thing I know, I said, what did the fuck you just say? Everything got quiet. My high left just like that. I was like, hell no. Nah. And then Missy's like,
man, we can definitely laugh about it now. But
that's why I said you cannot say yes and for spirits to come in there, because it could be a bad spirit. When that bad spirit hit, everybody got on it. I mean, that high said, y'all got me fucked up. That high went out that door.
And I tell you, everybody was on full alert. Yo, all I can say is we was ready to bury a body. we would have did some teamwork up in that bitch. Yo, but it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
We was waiting on the neck to turn around and go up the wall. We was like, oh, hell no.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have left then.
The spirits came through.
Yo.
Power came through and we handled it. Like I said, that's a lesson learned.
We handled it. And the ones that was there, I want to thank you for first of all for coming.
Yes, thank you.
We will have another one. It would definitely be scanning people
without that dark entity.
Yeah, like even though I hate to say it, because even though we is trying to help, we can't do no we can't help people if they already got entities on them. We can help them, but not in that atmosphere.
This person brought those entities inside.
Yeah, like it was definitely, it's supposed to have been a healing, not a exorcism. You know, so that's why we mainly really is go start scanning people, because we just can't. It's not fair to everybody that pays. You know, like if they got stuff on them that's really bad, we're gonna have to deny. I hate to say it, we're gonna have to deny.
And especially if I tell you that you have to take this bath. This person refused the bath. And then I'm telling you, if she would have took the bath, this scenario wouldn't have never happened. because she was listening to those attachments.
Because I mean, it's like 1 minute she said she did, 1 minute she said she didn't. We really don't know because of the simple fact we wasn't in the bathroom with her, but that shit wasn't right.
Yeah.
That shit
But
wasn't right.
like I said, my ears heard that shit, and I turned like, what the fuck did you just say?
Man, and when I said once mom said that, you could hear a pin drop. Because it's like once she said them words, we all was, what the fuck you talking about? It was more like, what the fuck you talking about, Willis? Who said what now? What? Like, but it was definitely, it was a much needed retreat. It was good.
We had to debo that spirit.
Yo, when I sit there and tell you, it's a lesson learned.
Heck yeah. So the next one is going to be more scanning.
Yeah.
And you definitely got to do shadow work.
Yeah, and it don't matter if you don't pay. God damn it, we got to scan you.
I should have charged that individual with all those different entities.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I was like, wow.
But yeah, it was. I can't wait to do it again. Can't wait to do it again.
Ooh, Lord. We had a time that night.
Man, when I sit there and tell you ain't nobody sleep that night though. Yo.
Something you will never forget.
It's something you would never.
We all learned a valuable lesson.
A very valuable lesson. Very. I'm glad it won't no bodily harm or nothing like that, and stuff like that. It wasn't like that. It didn't get like that. So I don't want y'all to think it was like that. It won't nothing like that.
It didn't escalate really bad.
Yeah.
We handle it because I'm very in tune with spirits. That's why I said when I heard that, everybody's high just went out the door. Mm-hmm. That high said, fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
If you was an alcoholic and drunk, that would have made you get sober quick.
Quickly.
That baritone, I was like, what the fuck?
Man. Yo. Who? Cold Fox asking you, Mama, what do you do for nightmares or just bad dreams?
Garlic under your pillow or cloves, CLOVES. Also, you need to get a bottle of, you can get an old drinking bottle, fill it up with sea salt and water. Okay, you can pray 91 over it and spit it by your bed. That tells it.
Mm-mm.
I wish you were there too, Decay. We had a time. We had a lot of food. There was a lot of healing, but you gotta do shadow work.
Got to. That's a must. That's a must. Which the healing we would do shadow work. It's some of the stuff for the healing we didn't even get a chance to do. We couldn't do it.
Because of that scenario.
Yeah, so that's why it's we scanning a lot. We scanning now. From now on, we scanning you. So I'm letting y'all know we scanning.
But that person did get delivered. A lot of other people got healing. But that's why I said I know when someone does shadow work and who does it.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Very. Very. Well, so I guess we'll see y'all Sunday.
This Sunday for the liquor challenge.
The liquor. I got my fireballs on that. I got my fireballs on that. Hoo. Shot.
3 shots.
3 shots.
We're gonna pick 3 people and we're gonna channel a message.
All right.
I bid everybody farewell. Peace, love, and light.
Have a good one.